Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel. It's Friday. Chelsea have still not appointed a new manager, but we may have to wait until the end of next week. Beginning of June is apparently the deadline that Chelsea have set. If we can get it done sooner, then hopefully we will. I think that will be the goal. But there is a mystery candidate that we're going to kind of go into a little bit in this video today. We've had Thomas Frank, Maresca, and what's his name? Kieran McKenna. These are the favourites right now. So that mystery man is the one that we're holding on to. Although I've spent a lot of time, maybe actually a bit too much time in the last couple of days. I need to get out the house more. I need to breathe. I need to not let the chaos that is being a fan of Chelsea overtake what is a beautiful day outside. I could have been out in the sun. I did for a little bit. But I've been looking up while sitting in the sun. Kieran McKenna. I've been looking at what he brings to the table, what he's done at Ipswich, and when I'm hearing that Chelsea want a possession-based manager, and I see that Ipswich averaged 53% possession last year, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, is this actually the right geezer? We want a possession-based... okay, but then we've got these stats that you guys can see on the screen. Now, don't get me wrong. I want to get a more experienced manager in. I don't want to be throwing a manager who's been in the Championship at the deep end. But if Chelsea do employ this guy, best believe I'm going to back him. We should all back him. Regardless of what we think of the ownership and the decisions, whoever that new manager comes in, they come in with a clean slate. And you've been looking at this since I've been talking. First, with the goals scored. Third in chances created. Points won from losing positions, 32. That's absolutely mental. We could have done with a bit of that at Chelsea this season. Set piece chances first. Goals from set pieces second. Add into that the fact that we've just brought in a new set piece coach, and you get the idea. This is the kind of positivity that I have been trying to put onto myself as I still sit here thinking, why are we employing managers that have no Premier League experience, no top flight experience? And that leads me to discuss the mystery candidate. And I'm going to leave the thought for a second because we have got some, here we go. We have got our first official signing of the summer transfer window. This is a big one. Esteval Willian is now going to become a Chelsea player in January 2025. More on the Chelsea and Esteval deal. One part of the 25 million add-ons package could be already activated while Esteval will play for Palmeiras next season. The main part remains based on Esteval's performances at Chelsea. 40 million euros is the fixed fee with 25 million in add-ons confirmed, and Palmeiras consider this to be relatively attainable. Palmeiras manager Abel Ferreira on Esteval joining Chelsea. Endrick to Real Madrid, and then Esteval to Chelsea now in 1 year. I hope Chelsea won't sign any other player from us. I hope they will let us alone, or leave us alone. Please give us a break. Here we go, confirmed. First of all, this is a big signing. This guy, as much as he's so young, and he's going to join in January of the following year, so about 7 months from now, we'll see this man at Chelsea. When you look at this guy online, when you watch the highlights of him from playing in Brazil, he is the real deal. The ball sticks to his feet like glue. He runs at players. And I think when Chelsea bring in players like this, Endrick going to Real Madrid, Chelsea wanted him to sign a player like Esteval, who is reportedly the next big thing. He's the next Neymar. He was nicknamed Messinho in Brazil, which is obviously a relation to Messi if you needed me to guide you through that one. But this guy is the real deal. This is a massive Chelsea signing. And as much as it would be easy right now to not celebrate the excitement of this deal because we're all kind of up in the air about what's going to happen with the new manager and the direction of the club and the control of the board right now, we have got to enjoy this one whilst we can. Anyway, now that we have got that celebration out the way, we can go back to the four-man shortlist that we're discussing here with Chelsea. This is a tweet from Chelsea Transfer. Chelsea have held a long-term interest in Sporting head coach Ruben Amorim, but the cost of landing the Portuguese, who has a 12.8 million release clause, is hefty, particularly given the club are towing a fine line with regards to complying with PSR laws. Look, if Chelsea want Ruben Amorim, they're going to pay the 12.8 million release clause. If I was Ruben Amorim, though, I would be holding a little stick and pointing it to keep the Chelsea owners away. I'd be having conversations with Chelsea because Chelsea are a big club, But the way that he's been treated at Sporting Lisbon, the Sporting, I think it's the president or whatever, he's been coming out and talking about how Sporting Lisbon offer security, which is obviously something that Chelsea don't do because Pochettino had a good season, got himself sacked. With Ruben Amorim, I've actually made a video already on the channel where I say how Chelsea would line up if he was the manager. I absolutely love the idea of Ruben Amorim at Chelsea. A lot of people are saying, well, maybe that doesn't work because the new ownership want a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 possession-based manager. Look, Ruben Amorim's team, 59% possession average. Kieran McKenna, 53%. Tactical adaptability. Ruben Amorim plays with the three-at-the-back system at Sporting. Maybe he tries it at Chelsea, but there are some managers that already have this know-how when it comes to seeing the players that are available to him and adapting tactically. Antonio Conte was a three-at-the-back manager. We saw what happened at Arsenal. Alonso comes on, sticks these fingers up, and next thing you know, Chelsea are a completely different side. Thomas Tuchel also got some serious results winning a Champions League out of making Chelsea a three-at-the-back side. So, I wouldn't be opposed to it regardless, but I absolutely think there are levels to managers where even if they're renowned and known for playing with a three-at-the-back, they can be adaptable. Ruben Amorim is an adaptable manager. And as much as the top line people will look at him and be like, sounds like a similar story to Jose Mourinho. He is the new young Portuguese protege. I mean, there is an element of that which gets me excited about it too. But I look at the current contenders that we have. And as much as, like I said, I've been doing a bit of research on McKenna, even Maresca. If Chelsea are looking for a possession-based coach, this is exactly how Maresca sets his teams out to play. Thomas Frank as well, looks to control games, looks to attack. But we're talking about Brentford. And let's be real, Brentford have done okay to continually survive in the Premier League, but they haven't qualified for Europe. They've not won the flipping league. Leicester won the league, but as I said yesterday, they almost didn't win the flipping league. And Ipswich, back-to-back promotions, but my one concern, which will always be a concern, as long as these three managers that we've just mentioned are still shortlisted for the Chelsea job, is can they make the step up? And I think it's at a point now where Chelsea are reportedly saying that the manager is the final piece of the jigsaw for the new structure that they're doing. Well, yeah, that's because they want to build a structure. They only want to do it a certain way, and they need a manager that aligns with their ideas. Bringing in a new manager does not guarantee results. And that is where I think a name like Thomas Frank, Maresca, Kieran McKenna, if it doesn't start well, it's a disaster waiting to happen. Because I know myself, if I see Chelsea 10th in the Premier League table, 10 games into the new season, all I'm going to be thinking is, what if we kept Pochettino? We should have kept Pochettino, and immediately we're frustrated with the new manager. And it's at a point where, because we've chopped and changed it so many times already, this whole idea of patience is a facade. Because we're, as fans, told to be patient with results, but then results come, and then the board are impatient with being adaptable to work with a manager who's getting us results. So the high-profile mystery name, I want it to be Ruben Amorim, but I also think it could be Roberto De Zerbi. Now, my thoughts on Roberto De Zerbi, I've already said to you guys here on the channel. My big concerns with him is how many chances his teams actually give up every single game. Brighton have conceded so many goals. It's not like he grew with them this season. I feel like it got very stagnant. Maybe that's because he knew he was going to be leaving. Maybe that was the influence of European football. But at the end of the day, all of these new managers, the big problem that I have with it is that we're hearing that the contract that they'll be offered is going to be longer than what Mauricio Pochettino was offered. None of them seem to be the perfect candidate. And the ones that I would say do seem like the perfect candidate are probably not even going to want to join Chelsea. Amorim said he was staying at Sporting Lisbon. Sebastian Hoeneß, who is another name that's been touted, who I also like, the Stuttgart manager, he's also saying that he's going to stay in Stuttgart. And to be quite honest, the football world has gone mental. And I'm a bit concerned about the way that these big clubs, your Chelsea's, Bayern Munich, are looking to appoint Vincent Kompany, who just got relegated from the Premier League. I feel as though all of these young progressive managers. There's a lot of clubs taking this gamble at the same time, and I just wonder if the erratic nature of Chelsea Football Club means that it's going to be harder for that kind of progressive young manager to succeed under such a borderline dictatorship regime. Maybe it does work. I really hope that it does. But at the moment, all of these names, mystery candidates, it's either we've actually got this mystery candidate and we're waiting for the right moment to announce it and the other three managers are kind of like a smokescreen, or there is no mystery candidate and Chelsea are panicking because they see the reaction of us and they're having second thoughts. It's a mess. It's a real mess. I'm hoping that my thought blurb has just come out today in some kind of coherent manner. Trying to keep you guys updated. Obviously, there's not major changes, but this mystery name, it's got me thinking. It's got me hoping. It's got me dreaming that it's Ruben Amorim. Let me know who you want the next Chelsea manager to be in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys later.